Hi, welcome along to Rock and Rob's album review. Welcome back, Rob. How are you, mate?
I'm very well, Steve. How are you? I'm a bit anxious for you all tomorrow.
You're looking great in your black and white, though, mate.
Yeah, it used to be a bit baggier on me, but it's, middle-aged spread.
And good to see you getting some really good reviews and some great feedback on the show, Rob. So well done, mate.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And like I say, it's organic. It's just from like a fan supporter point of view. It's nothing scripted. It's not YouTube. It's just me speaking.
Yeah, well, that's great, mate. Fantastic. Before we start and ask you which album you're looking at today, which band, Garen Coal at Hearts. How is he doing, mate? How is Garen Coal doing?
We weren't playing last week.
Right.
There was a break.
Oh, bear with us. We've lost Rob. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the ads while he gets himself sorted out. So bear with us.
A big thanks to all our sponsors, starting with Skips and Bins, telephone 0800 25 45 25 3, email inquiries at skipsandbins.com, website skipsandbins.com, easy contract free and pay-as-you-go waste collection. Thanks to Mr. Vicky's sauces, handmade in Cumbria. You can order them from mrvickies.co.uk, email them at info@mrvickies.co.uk, or call them on 01768 210 102. Why not try some new beers at Blowhole Brewery? You can find them at blowholebrewery.co.uk. Thanks also to United Group Travel, UK Coach Holidays based in Morpeth. Telephone 01670 362 460 or mobile 07957 141 654. Graham, your driver, Beverly answering your calls and looking after you on your tour. Thanks also to 3 Properties. They specialise in sourcing investment properties for their clients who are looking to invest in the Northeast. They offer a full in-house service from sourcing the deals to managing the properties for you. They've done over 100 plus deals in the last 12 months for clients all over the UK. Give the guys a follow on Instagram, matty.patter_northeast property and phil.reed_northeast property, or email phil@3property.co.uk if you're interested in getting a good property deal. Thanks to qtechshop.co.uk, the makers of pool tables and snooker tables in Wallsend, Newcastle, and the guys who run our website, NUFCmatters.com. Thanks to Media Arts for all the videos. If you want to subscribe to the channel, hit the subscribe button underneath this video today. Hit the thumb up to like the video and click share to your social media. If you're out and about, you can catch us as a podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, and the rest. If you want to join the channel, click join and you'll find out our membership packages down there. Very easy to do. Or if you want to become a cult member, £25 a month, go to nufcmatters.com and look for membership pack, or put your smartphone over the QR code and it will take you straight there. Anyone who subscribes to the channel will get a free car sticker. To get your car sticker, simply email john@nufcmatters.com. Got a few events coming up over the next few weeks. Steve Howie, Friday the 24th of February at the Tyneside Irish Centre. Tickets available for £29 on voucher. An evening with Nobby Solano, Saturday the 25th of March. Tickets £15. Book at nufcmatters.com. Nobby Solano is also at Felling Cricket Club on Good Friday the 7th of April at 4 o'clock. Tickets are £10 and available behind the bar. And an evening with Frank Clark and John Gibson, Thursday the 20th of April. That's at the Tyneside Irish Centre. Tickets are £15. Book now at nufcmatters.com. We've also got a vast array of t-shirts available at the website. If you want your special Wembley t-shirt, you can go to nufcmatters.com and get one now while stocks last.
And we're back in the room. Garen Quell, how are you doing, Rob? How is he doing at Hearts? Did he play last weekend?
There was no football last weekend. There's a cup final tomorrow as well. It's Glasgow Rangers and Glasgow Celtic. Don't want to get the names wrong, instead of like Newcastle United.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was no football last week. But
all right, no problem, mate. That means he didn't do badly at all then, in that case. All right, moving on. What album are we looking at this week?
The album today is, I consider the first documentary, and it's by a band called Depeche Mode. So it was released as a live album and documentary. Again, it's one from my private collection. If you notice the cover there is actually the merchandise stall from the concert. You see T-shirts there, posters, etc. So that's where that's from. So just briefly on Depeche Mode, they were named after a French fashion magazine for fast fashion, allegedly. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Formed in Basildon, 1980. First single, Dreaming of Me. Very, very, looking back now, very cheesy, poppy sound. There's a big club in Essex at the time called the Crocodile Club. So they played there quite a lot. A lot of bands played there, OMD, etc. A lot of bands, sort of new romantic side of stuff. So 1988, this was released. The reason I'm going for this is because it captures the rawness, the power, the atmosphere of it, the scale, the volume of it. Again, this a group of friends won a dancing competition to follow Depeche Mode on a tour bus through the States, ending up at this one, 101. It was called 101, the 101st concert of the tour. That's where the tour ended. Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark supported them on this evening. I don't know if they did the rest of the tour. But it's about half a dozen kids on the bus travelling and won a dance competition, like I say. So it is, to me, I don't know of any other film that was like this, that a concert film could possibly say, like the Beatles possibly, but not to this scale. It was 80,000 people at the Rose Bowl Stadium, Pasadena. That was the 18th of June, 1988. 1988 was also a good year. It was the year John Robertson, a Hearts striker, signed for Newcastle United as well. So he had a short spell there. He was the biggest icon, hammer of the Hibs. Again, Depeche Mode, you had Vince Clarke, who left Depeche Mode and went to Erasure. He's not in that picture, but yeah, that's the one after it. On the right-hand side is Alan Wilder, who also left and formed another band called Recoil. On the left there is Fletch, Andy Fletcher, with the hair and the black polo neck. He passed away last year. Not sure what off, but he passed away. So there's now Dave Gann and Martin Gore. They're still touring just now as we speak. A new album just came out. So the concert was based on Music for the Masses tour, which is, I'd say, one of my favourite albums, early-ish albums. The intro again, it's how it's filmed. It's more like a Big Brother fly on the wall. 80,000 people. This is the 80s, remember? So like stadium tours have just really started kicking off. Big white screen up, wee bit musical instruments at the beginning. The song called Pimp, the part of music. Then Behind the Wheel kicks in, sheets come down, and they're filming it from like the side of the crowd, on the stage, behind the stage. Even now, you get goosebumps. The songs again, Everything Counts in Large Amounts is on it. Just Can't Get Enough, which some football teams, shall we say, use during their team's performances. End songs, Never Let Me Down Again. Now, I notice concerts nowadays, they're doing this thing with their arms, just doing their arms. If you watch this, to me, this is where it started. There's 80,000 people at the end of it. It's nighttime, floodlit. This wave of arms, as far as the eye can see. There's people's crutches getting waved. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it at the time. There's things like the private jets on it. It's just behind the scenes, everything. They're going for lunches, the private jet. Even at the end of the concert, there's cardboard boxes full of money, from the merchandise, the ticket sales. you see the tour manager just tipping his cardboard box, standard cardboard box on its side, pouring the money out, counting it, just with staff, just counting piles and piles of money. You know, obviously it's in the 80s, there was no such thing as, you know, EP and such likes. Another scene as well, I find quite funny, is that the bus driver that's taking the teenagers around this tour gets lost, ends up, I would call it a rundown area, no disrespect if anyone's watching this from that area, gets lost completely in this, like, looks like a council scheme, big grand tour bus, so it's quite funny. There's a bit, one of the fans jumps out the bus and says, there's my friend's house. He goes into the house, borrows some videotapes from him to watch on the tour bus. So they're sitting watching Depeche Mode. Then Depeche Mode come on the bus, make sort of comments and see how they're being treated and such likes. I don't want to go too much about it, but if you love Depeche Mode, if you love rock, if you love all that whole scene, 101 is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I remember going to buy my very good friend James Riley. That was 1988. He actually put me onto the band. He used to work with John Menzies at the time, and I was into some more darker music. But there is a crossover, oddly enough. The Sisters of Mercy supported with Depeche Mode 1998. I think it was at Crystal Palace. So yeah, I'll never forget walking up Princess Street in Edinburgh, buying it on videotape, and if you bought the videotape, you got a free T-shirt with it. I couldn't afford it. James did, because he had a better job than me at the time. Going back to his house, watching it, talking about it, making each other cassettes up, certain songs of it, and it's that again. It's that memory lane. You know, I mean, even now, I mean, I bought this. This has just become available. It's 5-disc, 2 CD, 2 DVD, and Blu-ray. The box set, all the artwork's done by Anton Corbin, who does his own Depeche Mode booth as well. So that's beautiful, stunning box. So I bought James one. It's still in his wrapper. He's never watched it. He's too frightened to open it. So we're going to have a night. He's going to come up, visit. We're going to watch this and talk about, you know, the old days again. Again, the concert was sold out. You see Dave Garn at the end of the concert sitting, towel on his eyes, more or less crying because the tour was over with. Even after that, I started wearing white jeans and sort of black, snub-nosed Dr. Martin shoes. Funnily enough, in the Granger Market, they still sell them. I was down there last year. They still sell these ones. There's a wee section down the bottom that sells Dr. Martin shoes and alternative boots and footwear. So that was a whole fashion scene came of that.
Yeah, it was, and the new romantic stuff was amazing as well. Yeah, I mean, it's a piece of time, isn't it? It's a part. I'm trying to think of the right word. It's a moment in time. That's what I was looking for. Just like punk, you know, you remember it because of the way people dressed and the clubs that they used to go to and how these people met. And you know, there's been some fantastic documentaries about it. The Depeche Mode. I mean, favorite song, Rob, for you of all time from Depeche Mode?
The song, again, it's not a single. It's called Nothing. The song is called Nothing. It's from Music for the Masses album, which is up here. Absolutely stunning. Again, it's the warmth, it's the tempo of it. It's just a perfect song for me. But there's, again, if other people want to, subscribers want me to go more in depth of the favourite albums they've done, because there's a massive jump from early, middle, later. The 90s was a dark period. Again, their album now. Happy if people want to suggest, I want to do more in depth, and my favourite albums from first to now. More than happy to do that as well. But there's that much. You've got Violator, The Personal Jesus, Enjoy the Silence. There's so much.
Yeah, that was a massive jump, wasn't it, from what they were doing to that? And I mean, it gave them that kind of rebirth, didn't it, when they brought that album out? I mean, I remember Enjoy the Silence and thinking, wow, you know, and I was, you know, blown away. That album was fantastic, and it probably gave them that reboost. They reinvented themselves, and I guess that's the secret of a good band, Rob.
Yeah, they did, and even Personal Jesus, Johnny Cash covered that. You know, what do you say to that? You know, like, you know, all these songs. I mean, there is a lot of there's themes that Martin Gore, songwriter, will sing about, which is the songs that Martin Gore sings a lot of the songs as well. Again, they've both done solo albums. They've gone Martin Gore, Alan Wilder. People want Alan Wilder back now that Fletcher's left. But now they've now got like an acoustic drummer now as well. More guitar based, Martin Gore and guitar. So it's more, I prefer the darker, raw sides to them. Like albums like Songs of Faith and Devotion, Ultra. Albums like that, darker, more heavier, more raw. The new album I've not got yet, so I'll see what that's like. The last 2-3 albums have been okay, but they're seeming to go back a step for me. The more, but I think that's for the technology side of things. We've got more now.
Yeah, fantastic, Rob. Anything else you want to add, mate?
Just if anybody share and subscribe, and thank you everybody for listening and watching. Again, this is just me in my room discussing music, albums. If people want more in depth or a tour of my music room or memorabilia, I've got so much stuff. And to me, again, it's about unearthing memories and getting your records out again and just enjoying it like you will tomorrow.
Top man. And I've got to get a prediction off you for the big match, because this is going out on Sunday. Give us a prediction. Newcastle United versus Manchester United.
2-1.
To the tune.
2-1 to the tune. Yes, absolutely, 100%. I think I agree with some of your panel. I think they will go full ahead first half hour, like Man United come at them. But 2-1.
Fantastic,
2-1.
mate. Looking forward to getting you back on next week, mate. Thanks again for your time, Rob. Been a pleasure, mate. Take care.
Bye now.